When we talk about simplifying fractions, we talk about getting the smallest numbers we can, but where we still have the same value fraction. I'll show you what I mean. Simplify 2/4. Here we have 4 jam ring biscuits, and if we divide them by 4, we've found a quarter. If we divide these biscuits by 4, we have 1 biscuit. If we double that 1/4, we have 2/4. You can probably see that that is half the biscuits. But you don't always get these pretty pictures when you're simplifying fractions. So what do you do with the numbers? How do you get from 2/4 to 1/2? We're going to start off looking at the numerator and denominator of each fraction and saying, can we divide them both by 2? This is always a good place to start if you're doing this in small steps. 4 and 2, they're both even numbers, so I can divide them both by 2. 4 divided by 2, that makes my denominator 2, and 2 divided by 2, that makes my numerator 1. And remember, as long as you're multiplying or dividing numerator and denominator by the same amount, you're always going to get the same value fraction. 1/2 is the same as 2/4. This time we have 8 biscuits and 2 of them are circled, and we're going to simplify 2/8, which is what's represented here. Can I divide the numerator and denominator by 2? Well, both of them are even, so yes I can. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 2 divided by 2 is 1, and I have 1/4. And if you look at the biscuits, you'll see that out of each 4, one of them is in that circled section. We have already done this one, but have a go. This time we've got 2/4, but we're representing them with 8 biscuits. Pause the video, have a go. So if we have 1/4, that's 2 out of the 8 biscuits. If we have 2/4, that's another 2 out of the 8 biscuits. Altogether, we've circled 4 out of 8 biscuits. You can see that's a half. Remember how to simplify 2/4 so that you can't divide it any further. Divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. 2 divided by 2, that's 1. So you know how to simplify a fraction that represents 1/2. This time we have 4/12. How are we going to simplify that? We'll circle 4 out of the 12 biscuits. I'm going to ask myself, can I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2? And they're even numbers, so yes I can. 12 divided by 2, that's 6. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. You might notice something interesting here. We have 2/6. Can we divide the numerator and denominator by 2 again? And yes we can, because 2 and 6 are even numbers. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4/12 is the same as 1/3, and you can probably see that the circled 4 biscuits are just 1/3 of all 12 biscuits. Here's one for you to try. Pause the video, have a go, simplify 8/16. You can probably see that that's a half, but how do you get from an 8 numerator and 16 denominator to a 1 numerator and a 2 denominator? Remember, we're doing this in small steps. Can I divide the numerator and denominator by 2? And I can, because 16 and 8 are even numbers. 16 divided by 2, that's 8. 8 divided by 2, that's 4. Once again, you can see we could go a bit further with this and simplify it even more. 8 and 4 will both divide by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. And interestingly, we can do that again. 4 divided by 2, 2, and 2 divided by 2, that's 1. 8/16 is the same as 1/2.